Are you looking to buy your first selvedge denim? You are in the right place. I designed this how-to just for you. See you inside. If you are here, it's because you already decided to buy your first selvedge denim. There are many things to keep in mind before to pull the trigger in one pair of denim. Looks simple, but could be more complex than just see the jean and pull the trigger on that jean. Let's understand what is first selvedge denim. Selvedge denim and the difference with a non-selvedge denim, this is non-selvedge, this is selvedge denim, is in the way the fabric is produced. The selvedge denim use an old technology that the machines that produce the denim is called shuttle looms. Is compared to modern times is very inefficient. It's the first technology developed to mass produce denim fabric. That give the characteristic of selvedge denim, the selvedge denim. Non-selvedge denim use a new technology that's more efficient, but lack of selvedge. And in matter of fact, is the production, they use the old technology, gives some characteristics to the selvedge denim that make these jeans very desirable. But anyway, let's keep moving. We know the difference between selvedge and non-selvedge. Now, we need to understand how the fabric came. The fabric of selvedge denim could have some treatments or not. Then we can talk about the 4 stages. First one, raw denim. A raw denim, I put an example here. Raw denim is a denim coming on loom style or untreated that just is the yarns woven in the machine, in the shuttle machine, with no treatment whatsoever. That means the characteristics of these jeans gonna make this shrink at least 8%, with some people say the maximum of 10%, which is important at the time of you buy this famous raw denim. This brand is Samurai, but they're gonna tell you the tricks how to buy raw denim as well. Is the other treatment that come in is raw but one wash, like this. This is raw, but the Oni Denim, which is the brand, they give one wash to remove all the shrinkage. Is one of the safe way to buy this raw denim, because you already are washed. It's not necessary to take any measure in order to make this fit properly or pick the right size. The third one, sorry, is sanforized and unwashed. This, no, sorry, it's not this, is this one. It already washed, but this coming sanforized and unwashed. That means the sanforized process are not raw anymore. The sanforized process, what take from the fabric is the shrinkage, but they still could remain between 1 or some people say 5% of shrinkage. In this case, these jeans was a safe bet because being sanforized, I buy the size that usually worn, and there wasn't any problem. And the fourth is sanforized and one wash. Sanforized and one wash again works like raw and one wash because they take all the wrinkles from the denim itself. These are the 4 treatments that come in the denim itself. To make the things more difficult, the characteristic of the loom, the shuttle looms, give the chance to play with the yarns and obtain different types of denim. I'm going to show you 3 examples of the type of denim that you can find in the market. This is the regular denim. This is the regular denim. Then it's coming the sluvy denim. You see the difference, okay? The difference, where here is the tension of the yarns is reduced, and then you're gonna find a fabric which is more pliable and is more easy to stretch than regular denim selvedgedenim, the selvedgedenim. This is Ironheart offer selvedgedenim. I think there Purple Japan offer and other brands offer selvedgedenim. It's an interesting denim because it's very, very comfortable to wear, very comfortable and easy to stretch. And the third type of denim that you can find is the nappy. These white dots are define the characteristic of the nappy denim. And what is the characteristic of the nappy denim? Is related with the type of yarn they use to weave this fabric. Then selvedgedenim. This is the normal configuration of the shuttle looms. This has low tension, which is selvedgedenim, and the nappy denim is related with the type of yarn they use for the production of this fabric. Well, we know the difference now of the style of denim that you have the option to pick. Then, how we choose our right size? We go for your regular size? No, it's not the right thing to do. The size or the number of sizes, say here, here, it's just a guideline. It's just a guideline because the variation of the fabric itself make difficult to keep the same size. And also, if you buy Japanese denim, there are a big difference because some brands still produce thinking in the body type of the Japanese people. Then maybe what is for the Western 36 size is your regular size. Maybe it's not gonna be in the Japanese market. 36 gonna be like 34 or even 33. Then what you need to do before to buy your selvedge denim is use this and the best fitting denim that you can have. This and the best fitting denim you can have. Most of the brands, Levi's is an exception unless you buy in outlets or in other shops. But in Levi's, they don't give an accurate measure of the denim. But most of the rest of the brands, like Ironheart, they have in the size chart with the measurements that you need to know before to buy. Then you need to choose your fit, but that lets after you because you know your body, you know what you like it, and you know what you're looking for. But they're gonna do how I measure my denims before to pull the trigger to any brand. I use the same method for any brand, and so far worked for me. And only make maybe all my collection of denim, I make maybe 1 or 2 mistakes, but in general, I always nail it using this method. Then pick the jeans, your best jeans that is possible 100% cotton. Let's put this aside for a while. That's 100% cotton. This is ideal because if you pick your regular Levi's, because most of the people has Levi's, usually they has elastane, and that add stretchy to the fabric. Then maybe you wear size 34, but in 100% cotton you need 36. That's why I always recommend to use your best fitting pair of jeans that are made of cotton. All the one is already the stretching has give up all, and then you don't need to keep in mind that stretching to count in the measurements. But let's suppose we have these jeans that fit perfectly, that you like. These are slim fitting. These are slim fitting and low rise. Then how we check out this? Most of the brands do the flat measurement. Some do the this 360-degree measurement inside, which is usually at the Japanese. There are differences. I think there are 1 or 2 centimeters difference. But what you need to do is pick your best denim, what fit the best for you, and take the measurements. This is low rise, then you're gonna be below, around the hips. Then you put in the tailor tape, and these are 16.5, 18.5, sorry, 18.5, a little bit long, bigger than that, 18.8. That's mean I need 37, my size in jeans is 37 in measurement. In this case, this is size 30, let me see, 30, I don't remember, 36, yeah, 36. This is size 36, and then 36 usually has this measurement, and it's already been stretched, then it's 18. Then I need to find a jean that the measurement in the waist is around 18.5. And you can see in the measurement here, in this chart, this is from Ironheart, is how is the measurement. Then you look in the measurements and see which is fit with that. Then you check the rise, front rise first, and you're gonna see these are low rise, is 10 inches in the front rise, measuring this way from here, from the crotch, with the stitching of the crotch, toward the edge of the front rise, and 10 inches. This is medium low rise. And the back rise, the same from the stitching, and is 14.5. To be, if you need to be comfortable, the measurements need to be bigger than that. And instead to 10, need to be at least 11 and 12 in front rise, and in the back rise at least 15 or 16. That's gonna be medium high rise. Then the other measurement that you need to keep in mind is this. You grab your jeans, put it flat, and then go for the tight. In this case is 12.5. 12.5 is a slim fit. Then if you want looser fit, instead to 12.5, need to be, in my case, 13 inches. The 13 inches is gonna be more looser, gonna be more space in the top block. Then from the crotch, the stitching from the crotch, 13 inches usually works really well at this. 13 inches, and let's see how is the knee. The knee in this case it's 8.5, still is, that confirms it are slim. If you want wider, half an inch is more than enough. Half an inch, in my case, you're gonna have more straight cut. And the hem, depend what you like. You like more close to the ankle or more looser. In this case, let me do this. These are really good quality jeans, are not selvedge, but really good quality. These are 7. Most of the Japanese has this kind of measurements. Most of the Japanese, then if you're looking for something more relaxed fitting or straight fitting, you need to add to the measurements, at least in this case, half an inch or an inch, depend. You have an inch here, it's gonna be straight, and if you half an inch and an inch here, it's gonna be straight tapered denim. These are the measurements. Then you go again, show here the chart, you go to the chart and compare which one is the best, the measurement that fit with your denim. Now, all things that need to keep in mind. First things, the selvedge denim stretch. With the wear, stretch maximum 1 inch. Maximum 1 inch. Then if you want a snug fit, you need to keep in mind that maybe you need to go for at least 1 inch, which I recommend is half an inch smaller than the size that you you need. Half an inch is the best, because 1 inch could be very snug. Keep in mind that 1 inch on flat measurements is 2 inch in 360 degrees. When 1 inch less in total could be the best. That's why I recommend, if you're gonna size down, half an inch. Check out half an inch. As some brands like Aaron Hart, you can ask into them the measurement and the size that you need. Try to they send you the smaller size, because in the way these produce these denims, hand produced, hand sewn, always gonna be variations, and the measurements are is usually 1 or 2 jeans that measure and put in on the and the size charts on the chart. What about the raw denim? If you want raw denim, if you want to, which I do not recommend as a first selvedge denim, if you want raw denim, you need to keep in mind, this is a raw denim, 100% raw denim. You need to keep in mind the how is the shrinkage. By example, Samurai, what you do, this is 36. This is 36 size. Samurai, what you do is the dimensions are made, keep in mind the shrinkage. Then a 36 could be, as a measurement in the waist, 38. Let's see the measurements of this, because I don't remember. I wear this very often. Well, not very often, but I used to wear this. Okay. Yeah, these are 19.5. These are 19.5. Still, I haven't washed this. But for sure, when I do the wash for this, is gonna lose 1 inch. It's gonna be 1 inch smaller in the flat measurement, which is 2 inches in the 360. These are very difficult to break because are heavyweight. These are 25 ounce heavyweight, and are very, very difficult to break in, but when are breaking are fantastic. I have a large collection of heavyweight denim, and I can tell you the experience is really nice. Of course, you're living in a warm country, we're gonna be a little bit tough. But anyway, let's go back to this. Let's see. We compare already, we make the measurement here, we checking it in the size chart, and see this. This hasn't been worn many times. Then in the waist, this is 18.5. 18.5 is what I need. Fantastic. In the case, because this is 501, I think 1947, I look for a straight cut. Then this is 13 inches. Yeah, 13 inches. What I say is go to the knee. It's gonna be 9 inches, and the hem 8.5. It's really nice. Straight. It has a tapering. This is a taper denim, but it's more loose and more comfortable than the slim fit that you used to wear. Now, things that we can find in the selvedge denim that you need to keep in mind when you're gonna buy. There are some people that don't like or dislike a lot the twist leg. The twist leg. Let me show you. See, put this aside. This is one of the things that you're gonna find. See, selvedge here. And this selvedge is in the front. This we call twist leg, and is related with the way it's weaving the fabric, and when it's washing, how this move the fabric, they accommodate itself, the yarns. Then this is a normal feature of the selvedge denim. That's why Wrangler, to prevent the leg twist, use a broken twill. That's why Wrangler developed the broken twill back in the 1960s. But whereas Levi's, whereas Lee, they use, in this case, Levi's use, you can see here, as well. The leg twist, you see? This is a leg twist. This is Levi's, and the lead, you use left hand twill. This is right hand twill, and this is left hand twill. You're gonna see again here, because it's not very obvious here, the seams, and you can see there is a twist. Then the leg twist, for those people who don't like it, I find a lot of people don't like the leg twist. This is something that is not preventable. That is part of the selvedge denim. And for the people who like really selvedge denim, this is one of the features that of this type of jeans made with this selvedge fabric. Now you buy you pick your denim, you take the measurements, you find the right pair for you, and you bought it. What to do first? This kind of fabric coming with starch, unless it's one wash, it's coming with starch. If it's coming with one wash, like coming this one, forget it. You put aside, it's not decided to use anymore. But it's coming like this. It still has no wash. This it's coming with, like this with the starch. Maybe you are happy to go ahead with the starch, which is sometimes for some people in the skin don't feel really well, or you want to rid off from the starch. Then it's advisable to do what they call the soaking. The soaking could be a warm soaking or a cold soaking, depending what you're looking for. If you want to remove the starch and just the starch, it's a cold soaking. If you want to remove not only the starch, remove the shrinkage because it's raw denim, need to be a warm soaking, which are a temperature around 40 degrees, and let in the bathtub or wherever you want to put this, submerge in water for at least an hour or less, an hour, 40 minutes. That usually remove the first shrinkage, and then you can start to wear them. That is for the famous soaking. The soaking has two purposes. First one, rid from all the shrinkage using warm water, or rid from the starch using cold or warm water, depending what you want to. That is very important. And in my case, it's only when I want to rid from the shrinkage, I do the soaking. Otherwise, I never do it. Second step, when you wash your jeans, my recommendation is when are dirty. Some people keep for a long time. There are a lot of advice, but in my experience, having so many pairs of denim, I wash them when they are dirty. Could be a month, could be 2 months, depending how long and how wearing those jeans is the pacing. For example, the Japanese, they wash the jeans often, and you're gonna see they are not very fans of the fades. But if you are a fan of the fade, when you wear the jeans, again, when it's dirty, try to keep as long as possible wearing, but if you work with your denim, probably you're gonna need a wash between 2 weeks. If you don't work with your denim and you're wearing in casual way, probably you can wait months before. As long as you wait, that lets this develop the fades. Then you need to balance between what you want with the fades and how clean you want to keep your denim. One piece of advice, think about this is a biological material, the cotton, and the bacteria that are reproduced with the dirtiness tend to degrade the cotton fibers. And then if you don't wash your jeans, probably you're gonna start to have blows and holes, and you don't want that when it's, this kind of the denim are so expensive. Then it's after you. If you want to go for indigo invitational, maybe you're gonna try to keep those denim as much as possible wearing without washing, because that is when they start to develop the fades. Another myth, freezing the jeans, forget about that. That is absolutely myth, and there's nothing that back that. The only thing you're gonna freezing the bacteria, and when they are unfreeze again, when gonna back alive. Then freezing is not an option. Then wash when you need it. That's gonna keep your denim long lasting and with good fades. Then when is necessary, washing. And another piece of advice, some brands offering the hemming, because it's nice to have, some people like to have hemming. I wear hemmed or cafe de jeans. Wait until you do the first wash before to where is sanforized and wash. Wait until you do the first wash. When you have the first wash done, then send for hemming the jeans if you want that, because otherwise you can have a shrinkage after the hemming, and then they're gonna go too short. I've seen that happen before, not to me, but I've seen that happens. That's asking for a hemming when I have the first wash was too short, and that has no solution. There is no solution for that. Then you're gonna ruin a denim without realize because you don't realize that you need to wait until the first wash. Well, I think this more or less all the things that you need to keep in mind before and after buy your first selvedge denim. I hope this guide was useful for you. If you need anything, please write in the comments. I'm more than happy to help you, and see you in the next. Bye.